A man walks on straight road from his home to market 2.5 km away with a speed of 5 km per hour. Finding the market closed, he instantly turns and walks back home with a speed of 7.5 km per hour. What is the average speed and average velocity of the man? Now, let's depict this problem with the help of a diagram. Now, this diagram will help us what we need to find from this problem. A man walks on a straight road from his home to market. Now, the distance between the home and market is 2.5 kilometers. And while going from home to market, he walks down with a speed of 5 kilometers. Let us denote this 5 kilometers per hour as V1. This is the speed with which the man walks from home to market. Now, after reaching the market, he sees that market is closed. So he walks back home and takes the same route, because it is said that he instantly turns and walks back. That means that he is coming in the same route. Now, while coming, he increases his speed. He walks a bit faster with a speed of 7.5 kilometers per hour. So this return journey, let us show the speed of the return journey is V2, which is 7.5 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed and average velocity of the man? Anyway, the distance between home and market or market to home remains the same because the man takes the same route. Now, x1 is 2.5, therefore x2 is also 2.5. If we denote x1 as the distance between home to market as 2.5, and x2 should also be 2.5 because market to home in the same route it is again 2.5 kilometers. Okay, now we know the formula to find out average speed. What is the formula for average speed? Average speed is x1 plus x2 into v1 v2 divided by x1 v2 plus x2 v1. I am sure you are already familiar about this formula of average speed by this time. I repeat once again, average speed is x1 plus x2 into v1 v2 divided by x1 v2 plus x2 v1. Now we just have to insert these values into this formula. So average speed becomes, see here, x1 plus x2. Both x1 and x2 are 2.5 kilometers. So it is 2.5 plus 2.5 into v1 v2. What is v1? 5. And what is v2? 7.5. So numerator becomes 2.5 plus 2.5 into 5 into 7.5 divided by x1 v2. x1 is 2.5 as you can see here, and v2 is 7.5. So 2.5 into 7.5 plus 2.5 into 5. 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. Into 5 into 7.5, that is 37.5, divided by 2.5 into 7.5 is 18.75, plus 2.5 into 5 is 12.5. Adding the terms in the denominator and multiplying the numerator, 5 into 37.5, 187.5, divided by 18.75 plus 12.5, which is 31.25. Now dividing 187.5 by 10.25, we get the answer as 6 kilometers per hour. So the average speed of the man is 6 km. Now, the value of the average speed is 6 km per hour. Now here in this problem, there is one more extension. What is the average velocity of the man? You know that average velocity is total displacement by total time. See here, the displacement of the man is 0 because the man started from home, reached market, and seeing that market is closed, he came back home. So there is no net displacement of the man. Starting points are same. Though he has walked down, but since he has returned to the same place, the displacement is 0. So displacement by time, 0 by time is 0. Therefore, we say that average velocity of the man is 0 kilometers per hour since he has come back to the same place from the starting point. So this is also a problem for the entrance. Remember that whenever they ask you average velocity and if the body returns to the same position of the starting point, then average velocity is always 0, but it can have average speed. But average velocity in this case is 0. But average speed cannot be 0. This is one thing you should always make clear. Average speed cannot be 0. Average velocity can be 0.